Why does it feel so big to share? For me, I'll speak personally for myself. And I'm going to tell you a story about a seventh or so time, sixth or seventh grade. I think it was seventh. Because I'm remembering a school that only had 2 grades. So why does it feel so big for me to share? I cry and pray before just about every video. It feels so big, so vulnerable, so raw to share even little things, just being in front of the camera for me. And as I continue, as long as I'm in this incarnation, as I continue to meet myself, to meet my edges, to learn from others, to receive as much from my clients as I give. But as I do work on myself and heal more parts of me, I was curious as to why does it feel so big? And we all have something that's tender in us. We all have something. We all have our stories. And just because we all have them doesn't mean they're not exquisitely important and intricately beautiful. And so this video is a little bit about what's scary for me, and that will also be what the podcast is about, is my stories, the stories of the guests, through a tantric lens, but just being as vulnerable and as real and as raw as possible. I think that helps the most. So, so for me, why is it so scary? I think it goes back to a time when I was in 7th grade, I believe, and was on the bus, on a school bus. It was at a stop, meaning it wasn't in motion. But we were getting ready to leave school, I believe. And there's a couple heroes in this story, and I remember the heroes. That's also a key part of the story. I remember the heroes, and I don't remember the people who seemingly fractured my image of myself for a long time. So I was on the bus, and I'm not small. I'm not skinny. And I wasn't then either. But I was walking down the aisle of the bus to my seat, and I remember hearing in unison, boom, baba, boom, baba, as if my steps were shaking the bus, which they weren't. And the fracture that caused within me, and just the small fraction of a moment that took to then drain me of any real positive image that I had of my exterior for a long time. And the heroes of the story, David Urbaniak. Hello. We have not kept in touch, David and I. We have basically, I think I've kept up with some of the things that you've done, David, and on social media here, and I see you sometimes, but we've not kept up in contact. And shouts out to your family. But you were the hero that day, I don't even know if you remember this, but you stopped those voices from calling out, boom, baba, as I walked down the aisle of the bus. And for anyone going through a change in their body, and at that age, you don't have much, you don't have as many tools, and you don't have as many life experiences to empower you. And I had love in the family too, so. But that calling out of, maybe they thought I was too big, and that calling out of my body really fractured. It really fractured me for a long time. And thank you, David Urbaniak, for being a hero that day and standing up and saying, stop doing that, guys. That's not nice. I don't even remember your exact words, David. You and Ian, what was Ian's last name? Galbraith? Ian Galbraith. You were friends with Ian, and I believe Ian was there that day too. So thank you to both of you. But these moments of seemingly nothing in passing during the day can have such an impact. So to everyone who's got a tender heart, and to everyone who doesn't think that what they do matters, every little thing matters, and you can make someone's day beautiful, or you can make someone's day life really hard, and even in the smallest moment. So a little vulnerable share from me. I try to always be vulnerable and truthful, and that's how I want to show up here, and that's how I want to show up for the podcast as well. And that is definitely how I show up for my clients, in my truth. I'm an open channel. Love you.